Pray to the Lord, please save me. He thought everything cool, gravy bad, baby bad, entertain.
Welcome to another episode of Chopping Up with Visionary. I am your host, Mike the Visionary. I am here with
Omari Lyseight. Hey, what's happening, man?
How you doing today?
Chilling, bro. Same old. Nice New York summer's day.
It's hot as hell out here.
Very.
So we're just going to hop right into it. I really want to start from like the earlier parts of your career.
Okay.
So you released Life's Interlude album in 2017.
Wow, yeah, that's a big throwback.
Yes.
Big throwback.
It's deleted now, so I kind of just want to get a feel for how did it sound?
Okay, so Life's Interlude, a very important project. Shouts out Elsa, that's the homie. Used to do Track Out together. It was a record label I used to be a part of. And basically that era, that period of time, I just got out of school. So I studied music. So I studied music from pretty much the age of 3. I studied as a vocalist. I used to be a singer, which a lot of people don't know. But yeah, I used to be a singer, so I studied as a vocalist. I went to performing arts school for 4 years. And then when I left that school, I kind of started producing and rapping. And then I met Elsa, and we started building the Track Out thing. So Life's Interlude was my second project on Track Out. But that was probably the one that I say I put the most time into in that era of like my younger projects. Probably low-key one of the most I've put my time into in my whole time, really.
Got you. And you alluded to a few things that I was going to bring up. One of them being that you were a singer originally. So you sang in the Southward Cathedral choir for 3 years.
Yo, how'd you know that?
I did my research, man.
That's big research. Yeah, so I used to sing in Southwark Cathedral Choir at London Bridge. They used to have me in the whole fit with the ruff and all of that. And yeah, so I sang classically, so I was sight reading music all the time. So I guess that helps a lot with like the kind of melodic side and gives a lot more of an insight to my melodic side of my sound and what I'm doing, you know?
Got you. And the reason I brought that up is because I was wondering what influenced you to rap over your production instead of strictly being a singer.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so like I said, so when I was in like, I don't know, when I was probably about 17, that kind of age, like, I'd always loved hip-hop. I'd always loved like Jay Dilla, Doom, wearing a shirt, coincidentally, happy birthday, R.I.P. Like Big L is also one of the main reasons I rap, funny enough, like hip-hop, Harlem legend. And yeah, man, I feel like those kind of influences at the time, I'd been singing a lot, and it's like you do it in school, it becomes less of like a fun thing and more of like not a chore, but like a job, and like, you know, you're taking it more seriously. So singing became more serious for me, and I wanted to do something that was a bit more laid back, a bit more, I don't know, less stressful, you know?
Got you.
And that just kind of worked perfectly. So I started making my own beats. And then in fact, before that, I was just ripping people's beats. I'll be real, I was ripping like Obliv beats, like King Cruel beats, like under DJ JD Sports. Yeah, I was on all that stuff, and then I started learning to make beats, and then started rapping over them. I was just like dropping songs, like I'd wake up in the morning, make a beat, just rap some shit over it, and then that would be me. I'll go to school.
And my last singing related question. So do you still sing over at the Hootananny Brixton?
No, I haven't done the Hootananny in many a year. Shout out to Hootananny though, because that's like low key. That's when it ends. Like that's really close to where I grew up. So shouts out them. They gave us we had like is it a bi-fortnight? So like it was like bi-monthly. Sorry. So it was like every 2 months we would do an event for like a little period, and that was really fun. And me and Elsa, we did some cool stuff there, man. So shouts out to Hootananny. But yeah, it's been a minute. Maybe we'll come back. Who knows? Maybe in the summer when I come back. Who knows?
And you already brought it up, but you studied music production at the Brit School of Art and Technology.
So I actually just studied music.
Just music, not music production?
So that's what I did. Like I was there as a vocalist.
Got you.
So I was there for 4 years as a vocalist. Then I actually went to the Academy of Contemporary Music in Guildford, which is just outside of London. I was there for like 3 months, and I'll be honest, like I had made like this one beat for this for just this assignment I had to do, and the written work, like I got full grades, and they marked me down for quantizing my drums. And yeah, that shit blew mine. So I was like, no, I'm good. I dropped out at that point when I got a job and started playing hella shows with the bros, literally.
Got you. And speaking of shows, you DJ as well. Outside of production, you DJ. Which do you prefer, and which one is more fun to do?
Okay, I'm always gonna prefer making the music, man. I feel like you can't really beat the creation of music. It's like one of those things where, how do I word it? It's like when you get into that zone, like that's it. I feel like DJing, you can enjoy the music, but I feel like I never have the same attachment because a lot of the time I'm not DJing my own stuff. I do try to like incorporate some of my own stuff and make remixes here and there, but I don't know, to have that full connection, I feel like making it is always gonna win.
Got you. And speaking of making your own music, you just released your most recent project, I'm Still Alive, which is probably one of my favorite projects from you. Honestly, it's very...
Alive is a cool one.
Yeah, I love the production on it, but more or less, it seems a lot more personal for you, especially with songs like The Same, which I want you to dive into, because within that track, you more or less discuss grief, how you cope with that grief, the need for love, and maybe like a little bit of sense of loss in the world. So do you want to go into the making of that track?
Yeah, The Same. Boy, shouts out Rue, firstly, the plant man. He'd be in here making all the melds right now. He made that beat. I heard that beat and I was just, in that period of time, I was just in a crazy like frame of mind where my grandmother had passed, and that was really my rock. She was the one that kind of helped me through a lot of life. So losing her was like mad difficult to deal with, and I feel like that song especially, it like shows it gives you a really good insight of just where I was at mentally at that point of time, you know. So yeah, it's a lot of I mean, you've heard the song, so you know already, but it was a crazy period of time in life for real. That song and another song that I'll say, it's not on that project, but it's actually on my SoundCloud that I dropped around that time, called My Everything. That one, similar vibe. You'll hear the same kind of emotions, you know.
You have a great way of hiding your emotions, specifically behind the beat, because when you first listen to the beat, it doesn't sound like it's going to go into the direction lyrically that it does go into. So that's one of the things that I really take away from your music. And
appreciate that.
Yeah, I love your music, man. Something else I want you to go into, two more things. No Amends, Real Young Phil and Mike. I love Real Young Phil. That's one of my favorite artists right now. It seemed like you were in a different pocket when you were making that beat. So can you go into the making of that instrumental and the process of putting that song out?
Yeah, for sure. So that beat, I've been in New York for a little while. I've been out here just working on some stuff. But this was last year we made this one. And I had actually been trying to get bro on the beat for a little minute. But I made that specifically for Phil. Okay. When I made that beat, I was like, this is for Phil. Then, the time was right. We was in the stew. Mike was in the other room. He was working on some stuff with Tony, actually. And
Tony Seltzer?
Yeah. And we was just working on some stuff, and then Mike finished up what he was doing, and we ended up making that song, and it was it just kind of molded perfectly. It was just one of those natural sessions, and yeah, man. Shouts out the bros. Shouts out Phil. Shouts out Mike, man.
One more, something I want you to go into. So December 2018, Boiler Room, London.
Yes, sir.
How did you end up on Boiler Room freestyling? What was behind that? I don't know how Boiler Room works, so I don't know if...
No, you got it. So that period of time, it was a lot going on with me. I was a part of a group called Ami Boys with my boy Marley, Niggs, P from Lee, a couple of the other guys, Team Money, and basically we had done a Boiler Room maybe 7-8 months prior, earlier on that year, and then I think I even DJ'd for one for the homie Gray. And at the time, I don't know, there was a lot of stuff going on for me at that period of time where I don't know, I guess I got called up for it. And that night there was an artist called Nath Smalls from the UK. He's fairly well-known artist, pretty cool. I actually really used to like his music for sure. And then another DJ duo called Bossy London. And yeah, at that period of time, that was a really cool selection. But that Boiler Room, I've always found that one a bit odd for me, I'll be real, because it was a period of time where the music I was actually playing and stuff, it was how do I word it? I'm playing plug stuff. I'm playing cash beats and some dark stuff, or Space Ghost Perp stuff, and Loco Los, and things at that period of time that the general public, especially in the UK, were a bit less open to hearing.
Gotcha.
So I don't know if you had the time to actually go and watch the full thing, or if you managed to find it, you would have seen like the comments were a bit crazy. And obviously at the time I was a bit younger, like that was like 6 years ago. I would have been like 20. And yeah, at that period of time I was definitely a bit like, damn, like ouch. But I don't know, looking back on it now, I kind of understand it more. And it also is cool because like low-key I was one of the first to really do that and play those kind of sounds out in the UK. I'm kind of like Big Unk. I'm Big Unk.
Unk, but you're not.
I'm not even
yet.
Big Unk. That's the craziest thing. Like I've got Unks, but like Red Lee, that's Unk. Oh, I ain't gonna say that's Unk. That's Big Bro. Goya Gumbani, that's Big Bro. I ain't gonna give them Unk status. They might get mad at me. But
Not yet, at least.
I'm on my Unk shit though. I'll be real.
2019, London rapper Masterpiece did a
Yes, sir.
freestyle on Red Bull Music's
Oh, wow.
Swift 16.
Yes, sir.
How did you get your beat on there?
Okay, well, Peace, at that period of time, me and Peace, we were around each other a lot. Ami Boys were doing a lot of stuff with him and a group he was a part of, so we were playing a lot of shows together. And I think he'd hit me up. He just literally hit me up one day. He's like, yo, I'm doing this thing, like, you got any beats? And I sent him that beat and he really liked it. And what's that song called? It's funny because I like recreated the melody of like a specific song and I can't remember for the life of me what it is. I can hear the beat in my head. I haven't heard that in probably 5 years, so I wouldn't even know. But yeah, that was a cool one.
Got you. I kind of want to dive into your discography a little bit. So
yeah.
2022, you dropped Off My Mind 1.
Mm-hmm.
I know you've already dropped a few. You dropped an EP and an album this year, but can we expect Off My Mind 2 this year as well?
It's crazy because like I've been thinking about that recently.
Because the anniversary just passed.
Damn, you got me. Yeah, you got me there. It's crazy because I had been thinking about that quite recently. I've been like building up a little selection of like plug and B beats that I'm feeling like getting back into that bag, because that was really like a plug and B project. That was like, and I was really on some like, I don't know, it was like some love story.
I was about to say, you was on your Loverboy shit.
Loverboy dickhead, like kind of, I don't even know. It was some Loverboy like I'm him vibes at the same time, but also on my sweet boy shit, because like I don't know. If you know, and I'll leave it at that.
I'm about to say I got the I'm him vibes from like Revival.
Oh hell yeah!
And then like Tell Me is
you
like
mean Revived? Yeah,
Revived. Sorry,
yeah.
Revived. But and then Tell Me is like more Loverboy. I feel you on that. I feel you.
Yeah, Revived is that one, man. It's crazy. I had shot a vid to that. I never dropped it, but
damn, can we expect to see it at some point? It's too old. It's too old.
I could maybe. Who knows? On some archive shit. Like I filmed that. Fun enough, the homie Hass, shouts out Hass. I used to work for Billionaire Boys Club in the UK, and we all worked at the store. I filmed that at the store, like in like the little back basement bit, like and some shit. It's cool. I think I previewed clips around the time, but yeah, probably not. I'll be real, probably not. But
and you have an extensive discography, and when I say extensive, I mean not only solo work but producer credits as well. So looking back on everything, is it easier to produce for yourself, knowing what you want from yourself, or is it easier to produce for people you're comfortable with? Wow. Like going back to like No Amends, you knew you wanted that beat to be for Phil. So what's easier?
It's a weird one, that, because when I started producing, I was producing, so I don't know, I was only producing for myself. I didn't even want to give other people beats, I'll be real. That was kind of my energy at first. But then as I've gone on over the years to produce for like way more people, like I'll make beat, like my head will send me somewhere to make a beat that I know I'm not getting.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? And a lot of the time that's the case. But when I do hear that one, like I'll be like, okay, cool, this is me. And I get that. And there's a lot of those, and a lot of people used to get kind of fake like mad at me about that, because they'll be like, yo, like you really about to just be talking all these beats? And I'll be like, hell yeah, I am. I mean, shit, I'm a producer, but like I don't really like calling myself that, man. I'm a musician.
I was gonna say, you seem more of like an artist than just strictly a producer, and I like that you don't put yourself in a box.
Nah,
you know
for
what
real.
I mean?
I feel like that's another thing that I feel like personally may have made things a bit more difficult for me over the years, like where trying to dip your toes in so many different sounds and bags. Like I'll be making hip hop beats, like I'll be making fucking trap beats, or I might make some jungle one day, or I might make some house, or whatever it is. I'll be making so much different vibes, and like the different people I work with will bring out different vibes from me as well. Like, I don't know, if I'm working on something with, say, Jadacy, I might go a different direction than if I'm working on something with like 1600J. It's gonna be different vibes, you know what I mean? But it's all, yeah, I'm gonna say probably at this point easier to make for others, because I'm picky as hell. I'll be mad picky on myself. Yeah.
And speaking of 1600J, I want to talk about in-studio chemistry. So,
Yes,
who do you have the strongest in-studio chemistry with? Because I believe it's 1600J, just based off of your features and your production for him. But I don't want to assume.
honestly, it's not, but I'm gonna tell you who it is. It's probably the homie Caynes.
Okay.
And that's my homie from the UK. He's like the only artist on Digital Currency, which is like the production like music group I've kind of got. And he, like, I've known bro since 2009. Like, we went to school together. Like, that's been bro. Like, he went to the same like performing arts school that I went to as well. He was like the only person from that school that went with me. So like, we've been locked in, and yeah, we've been working on some stuff. And low key, before the end of the year, you're gonna hear some stuff from him, and you'll understand what I mean. But there's projects, if you go back and do your history, I've produced like his whole like
You have
project.
a 3-track EP on your SoundCloud.
We have that one, yeah. And then his albums, I believe, there's one deleted album that I fully produced, which was his first one. And then he dropped one not too long ago there's Testimony. I did all the beats on that. And then there's another one that I have like 2 beats on. For the Streets is a well-known one. A lot of people like that one. It's a cool one. But back to 16 before you end that one. 16, like, yeah. The way me and 16 work at the same time, because it's very different. Like, me and Caynes, we lock in person. Like, that's bro, we be in the stew, we lock in. I could be, like, again, on the other side of the world. Like, me and 16 gonna make it work. I send him beats, he's gonna send me something back. He's got a really good work rate and workflow, and, like, he's really good at getting tracks off.
He seems like somebody with a great work ethic, because when he drops, it's all about consistency. So when I hear him drop, I know within the next month or so I'm going to hear something else from him.
Yeah.
And that's why I like artists like
Definitely are.
you, 1600J, Real Young Phil, the whole Surf Gang. Y'all are all very consistent. So
shouts out to the guys, man.
big ups to y'all, for real. I got a few more questions. So with everything you've released, I need your top 5 what the fuck Omari beats. And it doesn't have to be what you would rank as the best, but it gotta be, it could be your favorites.
A lot of it's unreleased stuff, and I don't know how much I should say.
Got you.
Alright, number 5, I have an unreleased song with Shawnee Bin Laden. That beat, I love that song. It's amazing. Shouts out Shawnee. Just
Shout
got
out to
free
Go.
the other day. Go sample. It's not even a sample, but amazing. Yeah. Number 4. Alright, let's do one that's out. Real Young Phil, Do What I Want.
Okay.
That one, that's a cool one, man. I like
SoundCloud
the bounce
exclusive.
on that. It was, yeah, we made that when him and 16 came to London. They was at my crib, we made that. That was fire. Number 3. I'm gonna chuck a Rogue one in. This one's produced by myself and Red Lee. Baby Mother. What's the song? Nah. I'm gonna do bad if I don't remember the name of this song right now. And I don't think I'm gonna remember the name of this song right now. It's on her most recent project. Okay, no, my other phone's about to die. Great song, do your research. I might post on my story at some point soon so everyone can remember. Number 2. Another beat I produced with Red Lee. The Mike song Sleepwalk.
Okay.
On Tears of Joy 2019. That beat's mad special to me, man. It was a very mad time for like Mike, and like just I feel like just in life it was a very like interesting period of time then, and that song kind of just came out really naturally too. But that beat, yeah, I love that shit, man. It's one of my favorite melodies I ever done. My favorite beat,
Number 1.
oh man, bro, I don't know if I can answer this. Number one's crazy. I'm gonna be real. This is probably inaccurate as hell, but I'm gonna just say it. I'm gonna say 1600J. Life's Too Short.
Okay.
Yeah, that one. It was funny enough. We made that over Discord, and it was his birthday. We knocked that out in like an hour. Like, I made the beat. He got on it and done. And put it out.
That's fun. I've never heard of Discord being used for making music, so that's pretty
Oh,
dope.
that's a big use of Discord, man. That's a lot of like the underground stuff. Like everyone's always working. Like people got their servers, people sending melodies, beats, songs, whatever it be, collabing, sharing their screens. It's all of that, man.
Word. Yeah, we need a 1600J Omari collab tape.
I was about to say, yeah, it's on the way.
Oh, visionary shit.
Yeah,
No,
that one's right in here, man.
I got a few more questions for you because I don't want to take up too much of your time today.
No worries, bro.
And it's hot as fuck.
Oh yeah.
I need to know, what are the main differences between the US and the UK within the underground scene for music?
Word. Okay, that's an interesting question. I feel like, firstly, the UK underground scene, like, it's kind of been building over the past, like, 4 or 5 years. Like, it's been a lot of, like, the younger guys kind of pushing through. Like, myself, I don't know, like I said, I'm kind of on my unk status shit. Like, I've been doing this for a minute now, so I'll be like, I don't know, sometimes I'll be like, damn, am I getting old? Like, with these young G's, but they're coming through and going crazy. Like, shouts out the homie YT, he's been going crazy recently. He just dropped that one with Lancey, Kwesi, the young homie Santova, shouts out Santova every time. Like, it's a lot of people down there doing their thing. There's a kid called Boogie, I really fuck with his shit. He's like got his own little sound. He's from a bit outside he's not from outside of London, so I don't want to say where. I think it's Nottingham, but don't quote me. Gotcha. But yeah, so there's kind of like that demographic of young people kind of coming up. But in terms of like what I've been trying to do in my sound and the people I've wanted to really lock in with, it's always kind of more been over here. Hence why you've seen me over here for a little while, just kind of getting a lot of work off and just like making as much music as I can with all the people I need to lock in with, man. Because I've been basically working on an album of my own over here, which is a production album. Yeah, there's going to be some cool feats on there. You can expect, I'll say one, you can expect to see Wiki on there. I got one with 454 as well, shouts out him.
Okay.
DJ that his show the other day as well, that was fire, shouts out bro. And yeah, it's a lot of other features on there that I'm sure you'll be happy to see, man.
Dang, and that kind of bled into my next question. I was going to ask if you have any exciting placements that you can announce here today.
Word, yeah, I mean, yeah, bro, like, me and Wick been locked in on some shit. Me and Deontay been locked in on some shit. Yeah, man, shouts out Tay. Sending beats to various other people. Shouts out Tommy Bills Bigger. He's from Atlanta. Been working with him on some stuff. We trying to lock in on the tape. Damn, who else? I've been working on some stuff with Pasto since I've been out here. Pasto Flocco.
It's one of my favorite artists right now.
Yeah, man, shouts out Pasto, man. Like, bro, I used to bump Pasto heavy back in the day, for real. So shouts out him. Damn, who else? Bro, there's so many people,
You got
man.
any new shit coming out with Boofpaxkmooky?
Yeah, yo, shouts out Boof, man. We got a couple, like, sitting around, man. With Boof, it's like, when it feels right, we get out, you know. My boy on a crazy run right now, though. He been going for 10.
Yeah.
Like, everything he dropping, 10 all the way.
That Act Up is fire.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's been on repeat. Closing question.
Let's go.
Before we do the shout outs and everything like that,
Mm-hmm.
are there any shows or events that anybody or your fans specifically can catch you at this summer? Whether it be out here in London?
What? Well, I'm about to go to Young World in a second. That's going to be lit. I've wanted to go to that for ages. That's going to be fire. Playing, I don't have any sets I can think of off the top of my head that are booked right now. However, like, the homies, the Victory Lap homies, shouts out Victory Lap. That's the homies from the UK.
That's how I found you.
Oh, word?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I seen you on a Victory Lap episode.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, that's the good homies, man. Shouts out the team. But we got a event with the Boiler Room Festival. We got a stage at the Boiler Room Festival, and got Larry June on there, Mike, artist called Bex, Len, Nico B, and there might be someone else. There's some special guests that we haven't announced. But you see them when you see them. But yeah, shouts out the team. Shouts out Joe, Brian, Brandon, Zach, Matt, Gordy, all of the guys, man. Shouts them out.
Well, thank you for your time today. It was amazing meeting you.
Same, bro.
No, really, I do appreciate your time, and it was great chopping it up with you.
Every time, bro.
It's my boy Omari Lyseight.
Yes, sir.
Oh, before we go, you got any Ashbeck stuff coming soon? Yeah, I need y'all to lock in.
Ashbeck.
I need you and Ashbeck to lock in.
That, like, I did got one with him, but like I don't know what he's doing with it. You gotta ask him that one. Shout out him, man.
Shout out Ashbeck. This is Chopping Up with Visionary.
What the fuck, Amari?
We ain't gonna cry, we gonna get it. This shit don't stop us, you thought I was finished. Damn, I ain't black out in the